Welcome to the pre-show. Yeah, welcome to HeartBeatHero Radio. We got a great show tonight. We got Night Far Gone as the main guest. Playing in the trivia will be Nick Rixon, Memory Design, and Mayah Camara. But first, before the show starts, I'm going to play some very cool tracks. Turn this down a little bit. Got me way up there. Turn it down a little bit. See if I don't talk too loud. Alright, this is Oblivion by Acmo Tech. That was Oblivion by Acmo Tech. We got a great show lined up for you with Night Far Gone, Nicholas Rixon, Memory Design, and Maya Camara. Up next, before we start the show, during the pre-show right now, we're going to start at 7:30 p.m. Paris time. That's in about 8 minutes. We got Through the Night by Malaise.
Wander through the dark. there's a void in my soul. So I drive through the night, escaping from my life. Hope that I find something that makes me feel alive, that sets my heart on fire. I'm gonna leave this world behind.
Ooh, that was the end of that one. That was quick shout outs to everybody in the chat. We got Maya Camara, It's Dream Pocket, and Memory Design joining in. Excited to have Maya and Memory Design in the trivia later on. Let's play one more track. We got a track by Turbo Knight called USCSS Nostromo. Let's go. to cut that one short because 1 more minute till the show starts. We got Destined Fragile in the chat, which is Nick Rixon, hiding out under his alias name. Definitely caught me with that one. All right, let's do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome to the Synthwave podcast called HeartBeatHero Radio. This show has been listened to over 100,000 times by hundreds of listeners. If you're interested in sponsoring the show, please send me a direct message via Instagram to HeartBeatHero. This show is brought to you by my main sponsor, Hills and Valleys. Previously on HeartBeatHero Radio.
The full makeup.
My little puppy here, Milo.
Minimalistic Lost Boys look.
My teeth are falling out rapidly.
I literally had to put masking tape down my face.
They'll skip Nick, man.
Teeth gone. Teeth gone.
There it goes.
I was going to say, Showgirls, very, very frightening. But that is from the screen. What is A, Alex? My baby boy, mi hombrecito.
And I must say, I'm not doing any better at the trivia this time. I'll send you some links privately later.
It's Joe.
Holy shit! I will hold up my scepter of victory.
Sponsoring the show for this month is Tio, aka Hills and Valleys. From Cologne, Germany, Tio focuses on storytelling without lyrics and has been producing since 2020. He's an 80s kid with a passion for analog synths, and currently he is working on a big project. I will be releasing his latest release here on HeartBeatHero Radio later in the show, which is called Fire, and you can hear part of the track in the background right now. It's available now on Bandcamp at hillsandvalleys.bandcamp.com. Make sure to check that out, and more of his music there as well. If you would like to reach out to Teo on social media, go to instagram.com/hillsandvalleys.rocks or find him on Linktree at linktree/hillsandvalleys.
Hi, this is Clank, and you're listening to HeartBeatHero Radio.
Hi, this is Josh and Ricky from Munatix, and you're listening to HeartBeatHero Radio.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is 8X, and you're listening to HeartBeatHero Radio.
Hey, this is Joe from the Ozone Nightmare podcast.
Hi, this is Robin Lights, and you're listening to HeartBeatHero Radio.
Hi, this is Karen Zoe Lee.
Hi, I'm Sin Street.
This is Sequenza.
Oh, hello! It's me, Steven from Hot Heels.
HeartBeatHero Radio Show!
This is the HeartBeatHero Radio Show. Have a good time listening to great music, artist interviews, and some nice trivia games right now on this very channel.
Yeah, it's Saturday night, the 2nd of November, 2024. I'm here live on twitch.tv/HeartBeatHero, and this is episode number 72 of the Synthwave podcast called HeartBeatHero Radio. My name is Daniel Barton, and I am your friendly neighborhood Synthwave fan. Shout out to my Patreon supporters, Jefferson Rift, Robin Lights, and Keith Atherton. If you would like to support the show, go to patreon.com/HeartBeatHero. Please do that. I've had the same 3 Patreons for years now. You can also support me through other means, through Instagram with PayPal or something, we can set something up. Tonight, I will be interviewing Night Far Gone. That will be live at 8:30 p.m. Paris time here on Heartbeat Hero Radio. And for the trivia at 9 p.m., we will add Nicholas, Memory Design, and Mayah, Camara. Alrighty then, let's get this show on the road. I created a track that I really enjoy, and I've been listening to it every single day since I made it. This is the best day of my life by Heartbeat Hero. All right, that was The Best Day of My Life by HeartBeatHero. Also supporting the show is Night Far Gone, Synthwave 83, and my mom, Haiti. We got some shout-outs to the chat. We got Dream Pocket, Memory Design, Mayah Camara, Destined Fragile, which was Nicholas, Retro Mark, and B Money Flash. Thank you all for joining in the show live. I hope everybody had a great Halloween. Make sure to check out the last episode of the show for a great Halloween playlist. My favorite horror of the year was Alien Romulus. It had a great run in the cinemas, earning over $350 million worldwide, becoming the second highest grossest movie of the Alien franchise. And it's streaming on Prime now if you want to watch it. So also, 20th Century Studios has now confirmed that Alien Romulus, the follow-up, is now in development. So we're going to get part 2 to that. Also, a Predator movie called Predator Badlands should be landing in theaters next year on November 7th. This year in May, I went to a German synthwave party called Neon Paradise. I got to watch and meet the Goondock Saint and Vic Blonde. Later this year, I teamed up with Vic Blonde to make a fresh take on a classic song imagined in epic synthwave style. This is Killer by HeartBeatHero and Vic Blonde.
To live your life And besides, all our sons and daughters already know how that feels. Yeah. Love, love, love.
That was Killer by HeartBeatHero and Vic Blonde. Shout outs to the chat. We got DanMan3712 and Synthmist joining in. Thank you so much for joining the show live. Spider-Man 4 has a confirmed release date on July 24th, 2026. 2 months after Doomsday, which will release May 1st, 2026. So a lot of exciting Batman Avenger stuff coming up. Up next is a cover of Brad Fiedel's Terminator theme. This song is part of Kebu's new Synthesizer Legends Volume 1 album, which is out now. It's available at zyxdance.inc.2/Synthesizer Legends. The album features a collection of cover tunes of famous, lesser well-known instrumental synthesizer gems from the 80s. This is the Terminator theme by Brad Fiedel, the Kebu cover. Oh yeah, that was Kebu with the Terminator theme by Brad Fiedel. We got some shout outs to the chat. Do we have any shout outs? Nope, we know new people in the chat, but thank you all for being in the chat. Bending Grid is also today's sponsor. Please check out his latest promo featuring some of his latest and unreleased tracks. We're going to listen to Predator and Stilettos, Shane, Come Alive Remix, Hypersleep, and Hot Mess Remix. Some snippets of that. Enjoy the promo.
Bending Grid.
Bending Grid.
Bending Grid.
Red sunset in the Florida heat.
Face to face on the board, it only months when you said stop on the pavement tonight.
Awaken dreamer, silence moments. Just make it real. From the nothing.
She was a quiet child turned wild. I was a fast one on the run. She is the light that keeps me inside. We are a force as deep as the night.
All right, that was the Bending Grid promo. Thank you, Bending Grid, for also supporting the show. Really appreciate it. Up next is Purpleheart. He's an electronic musician who's on a mission to deliver his own space odyssey and open up a new chapter in pop modern surrealism. Where the spirit of the 90s sci-fi movies and pop music merge together as the first single from Purpleheart's upcoming album. This is Soul on Fire featuring Adrian Daniel by Purpleheart.
I've been waiting for this moment just to get you alone tonight. No, no. You know that I'm the only one who gives you everything you desire.
Yeah, that was Soul on Fire featuring Adrian Daniel by Purpleheart. Up next is Troy, aka DreamReaper from Portland, USA. He has a day job as a teacher, and in his free time he creates and performs awesome cyberfunk music. This is his latest remix called OCTANE by Alex and Tokyo Rose, the DreamReaper remix. Yeah, that was the DreamReaper remix of Octane by Alex and Tokyo Rose. Now it's time for the pre-recorded show. I'll be back with a live interview with Night Far Gone. See you in the chat. Welcome to the pre-recorded show from my main sponsor. This is Fire by Hills and Valleys. That was Fire by Hills and Valleys. Up next is The Beast That Flows by Bending Grid and by Forever.
In the dead of night, shadows start to rise. All feels with fear, can't escape those eyes. Through these darkened streets, they'll find a way. If you can't be the hunter, then you'll be the prey.
That was The Beast That Flows by Bending Grid and By Forever. Up next is a request by Keith Atherton from the label Neon Retro Records. We have the track called Obsolete by Digital Infinity. That was Obsolete by Digital Infinity. Up next, a track by CLMC Music. This is Batman 1989 and Back to the Future, the epic theme song mashup 2024. That was the Batman 1989 and Back to the Future epic theme song mashup 2024 by CLMC Music. Up next is Watch 'Em Burn by CONNÖR and Dark Smoke Signal.
Ready to pay the price for our home audience.
That was Watch 'Em Burn by CONNÖR and Dark Smoke Signal. Up next is Neurovolt by Extra Terra and BMX Escape. That was Neurovolt by Extra Terra and BMX Escape. Up next is Situation Yazoo, the instrumental cover on a Sequential Circuit ProOne by Munatix. That was Situation Yazoo instrumental cover on Sequential Circuits ProOne by Munatix. Up next is That Melody featuring Justin J. Moore by BMX Escape.
I feel it building up, and the memory of you is on my skin. When I hear your voice around me, I can hardly breathe. Thought I'd had enough, whoa, but your names are bouncing around my head. You slipped right through my fingertips and turned to air. Driving down the highway broken, singing all the songs we used to sing. In my head I hear your voice and it reminds me of that melody. Yeah, it reminds me of that melody. Yeah, it reminds me of that melody. Saw you in the night, and it's all I could do to not give in. With your arms all wrapped around me, I am paralyzed. We never touched again. So many lonely Friday nights. Out the door and disappeared before my eyes. Driving down the highway broken, singing all the songs we used to sing. In my head I hear your voice and it reminds me of that melody. Yeah, it reminds me of that melody. Yeah, it reminds me of that melody. Of that melody. Of that melody.
That was That Melody featuring Justin J. Moore by BMX Escape. Up next is Trippin' on Leprechauns by Matteo, Tura. That was Trippin' on Leprechauns by Matteo, Tura, and now back to the show. And we're back with my guest ready to be interviewed. But a quick shout out to the chat first to Yuku Raid. And now I'm going to introduce my trivia, or I'm sorry, my guest, my main guest here. Let me just switch this up real quick. Put it on the main screen like that. And we're going to go to this one. Yes. All right. A synthwave project formed by producer Carlos Herrera, lead singer Caleb Stuffle, and guitarist Moises Herrera. They combine the elements of electronic music with the power of rock, resulting in a unique and captivating sound, drawing inspiration from various electronic subgenres and 80s nostalgic sounds. Tonight, with us are Carlos and Caleb of Night Far Gone. Welcome to Heartbeat Hero Radio.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Carlos and Caleb, how you doing?
Very good. Very good. I think Caleb got frozen for a minute. I think he's
did,
good
but
now.
I think I'm back.
He's back.
Okay, you're
He's
back.
back with us.
Yes.
Caleb, you're doing all right as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I
Let's
think
start.
I'm doing all right.
Let's start with the name Night Far Gone. Where did it come from?
Yeah, well, Night Far Gone is actually. I'm gonna give you a back story, like a little. I'm gonna back up a little bit before the name.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, a friend and I, one of my friends before I knew Caleb, he actually told me about the genre of synthwave. I didn't know anything about that. That was about 2015 maybe. And we said, hey, let's make something fun for fun. It was a joke. And we posted a song, and then people started replying, hey, we love the sound, we love everything. So we decided, hey, let's make it a project. So the name actually, my friend and I, we are Christians, and we love many things in the Bible. And we decided to take a verse from Romans that it says, the night is far gone, put on the armor of light.
Nice.
So we decided to use the name because, first of all, we live in a very dark world, right? And I think music, in some ways, music reflects a lot of your convictions. So we decided to use the name. It's something fun, what we do with retrowave. But at the same time, we thought, let's make something that maybe at some point will share some of the values that we hold. That's why.
Caleb, could you add to that?
Yeah. So, I mean, I wasn't around when Carlos initially had made the name, but I mean, when I was meeting Carlos for the first time, I was involved in a program over at our church, and it was kind of strange how we met. I guess we'll talk about that here in a second. But it was something where I've been writing music for like the last 12 years, and didn't have anybody to like professionally kind of do this with and commit to. So when we decided to get together and make this something that we were going to do for real, we also wanted to have like purpose behind what we were doing. And so the name Night Far Gone from Romans 13:12 really kind of gives us an opportunity to not necessarily create lyrics that are just straight up worship, but it does reflect where our hearts are and what we're ultimately convicted toward when we're singing.
And how did the two of you come together, or the three of you? I'm kind of confused.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. It's very confusing. So I'm originally from El Salvador, but I've traveled the world. I've been in Europe a lot, in all Central America. And my brother, he lives in Switzerland. So my brother came later into the project, but I went to Arizona and I started the project in Arizona in the United States. Then I moved to Wyoming, and Caleb came because I was going, we have a master's in theological studies, and we went through the same program. And Caleb was going through the program, and during that time we said, hey, let's get together and start like making music. And I don't know if he wants to share something about it.
Yeah, it was really interesting. So I was in the Air Force just right before I came out to Laramie, and was really considering, okay, what am I going to do next? I got medically separated for type 1 diabetes, and the next decision was like, okay, do I like go out to Nashville and start pursuing music and getting connected with that community and just like start being around that to where like people want to help each other, or do I take this opportunity and go study, even though it's nowhere near music, like go there and be faithful in the moment, and then if music is still an option afterward, go out to Nashville. But it ended up, I went to Laramie and Carlos was there, like, a personal, friend who like wanted to do this also, like a commitment to really produce professionally. So, it wasn't what we were expecting, but what we kind of stumbled into when we met each other.
How does that conversation go that you're both interested in music? Because it's not something you ask somebody right off the bat.
That's true. Well,
we met at a picnic.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, that's true. So we were talking, and I think, when you share your story, I think you share what you love and what you are for. And I was telling him, because my undergrad is in audio production, and I told him, look, I love producing music, and then he said, oh, I sing. And that's how the conversation started. Yeah.
And when did the singing start for you, Caleb?
Oh gosh, for like, I think when I was 12 years old, I started writing like cheesy love songs for a girl that lived in Idaho.
We're using those cheesy lyrics now.
Did it work? Did it work?
Yeah. Yeah, it worked. At first it was like, like putting blocks together and like trying to fit like all these clunky things into a full song, but like I think the Lord was gracious and gave me skill over like a bunch of years of practicing, but got involved with like worship teams and just more experience singing in front of people. And then all the while I'm trying to like record my own music and hearing my voice and really able to improve on all those little nuances that I think are like that sound irritating, and then all the while like finding good lyrics, started improving too until I met Carlos.
Yeah.
Please tell me about the track Already Gone, and then I'm gonna give it a play, and then we're gonna do some more questions after that.
That's Caleb.
Yeah, Carlos.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So so I came with an idea of that song Already Gone, and Already Gone. That's the last. That's not the last song. That's one song before. The thing with that song is, actually, it was funny. My brother was visiting, and Caleb was about to leave Laramie because he was gonna move to where he is now. The three of us are here, and we have one afternoon together. Why don't we write a song? And I remember I got my camera, went to the store. I went to Walmart and bought a ton of like green
screen
fabric. Yeah. And I just put it on the wall and I said, let's make a song and let's make a video. So we were in my basement with one camera, nobody else, my brother, Caleb, and I. And we made that song, and I told Caleb, why don't you just write some lyrics for this? And he came with the lyrics probably in 1 hour.
Yeah.
So that's a song that came very quick.
So the song and the production of the video was in the same day?
The same afternoon.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very fun. Very stressful, and yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of late nights, like where we like spent until like upwards of like 2, 3 a.m. like just powering through songs.
It's my favorite song. This is Already Gone by Night Far Gone.
Wasted me. Oh,
That was Night Far Gone with Already Gone. Shout outs to the Twitch chat. We got Steven Zero Music 86 in the chat. Thank you for joining in. Carlos and Caleb, have you played any live venues yet? I'm assuming not because you haven't been in the same vicinity.
We haven't been, long enough. And the reason why we haven't played, we actually started practicing to play live when we were in Wyoming.
Yeah.
But we were thinking, well, let's make more songs because even though we have enough songs, we're trying to see what people really likes. And we want to be able to play what people loves from ours, and we will do it. I think right now we're working also in an EP, but we'll talk about it later. And I think one of our goals is to be able to have a show. But the thing is this, I don't know why, but in this side of the world, there is not much influence from Synthwave. It's in the States, we have the Midnight and we have, but I see Europe, it's easier to get out there. I don't know, you can correct me with this, but
well, in the Netherlands, it's not. There is a place in Germany I can go to. In France, I know there's a lot of places there, but it's different. If I know in Denver, there's a couple of synthwave places as well, and in Washington as well. So I mean, America's big, so they're not really close by. I don't know within where you live if it's big, but it's more an international community than anything else.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and we were close to Denver, and we were thinking about it because most of the venues are there, and we'll be back there at some point. So we are working on it.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
But live, maybe in another sort of like previous bands, or maybe just singing in a choir, or have you ever done anything like that, like singing in a church or?
Yeah, we actually. We used to be like part of like it's funny, the Spanish worship team with each other at our church. But now, I mean, we've both been like a part of like singing live before, like whether it was like in a church context. Carlos, you may have been able to sing live or play live at least, like in other like contexts with bands.
I grew up playing punk and rock. It's funny because my influence was always like rock. I love metal, but my friends, they love punk, and we ended up playing punk in parks. And I remember one of my friends used to go to this abandoned house, and we would invite people and play. So it was fun. I grew up with friends that they love punk, and I play a lot of punk in front of people. But I played a lot live with friends and local bands that we had. But I think the experience, I think the reason why we haven't played live is just we're trying to figure out how to do it in this context.
I'm in that same boat, looking for the people. I've had a few live performances and it's just been family and friends, so
yes.
I mean, it's great. It's great that they support you, but you really want the fans to come, and because it's so international, it's really difficult. I'm curious if you guys remember how you found my show, because I'm always interested in a little bit how I'm promoting and what I should do better.
So, during COVID-19, I think everybody was making more music than other, different years. But I remember reading a blog, and that blog had the best synthwave podcast. And that's how I don't remember what blog was, but I remember seeing you there, and I clicked all of them, but I for some reason you were maybe in the top 5 in that list. And then I saw one of your videos. I think it was a Christmas video you had.
Yeah, those are great episodes.
I know, yeah. So I loved it, and then I remember I submitted one of the songs and you played it, Flashbacks. That was awesome. And that's how I found you. And I think Caleb, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I found you guys pretty much just from Carlos. And,
that's what I thought.
yeah.
So what kind of gear do you guys use? So VSTs, guitars, synthesizers.
So I use, I love Diva is one of my favorite synths, VSTs. And I've been using a lot of, for example, Serum. I use Serum. And the other one might be Roland. Roland has the best for 80s sounds. And I think most of our songs, they have that unique bass, and it's because of Roland, the Roland sound.
All right, I'm gonna cut that one short because we only have like 7 more minutes, and I got 4 more tracks to play.
Awesome.
Tell me about This Ride.
Cool.
The track This Ride.
Yeah, that was kind of fun because that was like our transition into figuring out like what retrowave or what synthwave like should be. So like we're going to like thrift stores and like buying like 80s outfits and you know, like lyrically like listening to like both like retrowave but then also like legitimately like 80s bands and like figuring out like, okay, how should I like make my tone of voice to make this like sound like it fits in the 80s. But no, the song itself, you'll find this in a bunch of our songs. Like we're trying to model stories off of like concepts that we deal with. Like so like in this one is a breakup where the girl thought like, you know, there's going to be marriage, and her entire identity and her hope was in that. But like she recognizes in the back of her mind, okay, this isn't ultimately like what's fulfilling to me. Like there's something else that is going to be better than what this guy could have brought me. So that's kind of her wrestling through the song.
And the actress or person, who was that? Someone you guys knew, or was it an actress?
Yeah, she's a friend. She's just a friend. Yeah,
I'm always curious.
That's what we do, you know.
It's great that friends help out. All right, you want to add to that, Carlos?
No, yeah. What Caleb said is spot on. We were trying to you know, 80s is an awesome genre because it's so broad, and you can fit so many styles in it. So I think Caleb did a great job in trying to bring a lot of that in his voice. I know his voice is perfect for pop music, so it's very versatile. And yeah, every time we have created videos or things like that, we just take advantage of our friends, the good-looking ones.
Awesome. This is This Ride by Night Far Gone.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Can't take her mind away from last Saturday night when said he could see her dark hair now falling on her white gown. The kind of love was never cold. Well, she had dreams of growing old together, saying now feelings aren't the same. White dress seems so far away, and if only she could lift her eyes above the world from all this heartache. I don't wanna leave this ride. I don't wanna let this colors and lights and overtones, thinking they would bring comfort, but only for a moment. Souls, then through the door and back into cold weather. She covers and hides, random both sides, taking her shadow with her hands. The pain, but if only she could lift her eyes above the world from all this heartache. I don't wanna leave this ride. I don't wanna let this slide, but I think I'd be better off if I let go. And I don't wanna leave this ride. I don't wanna let this slide, but I think I'd be better off if I let go. And I don't wanna leave this ride. I don't wanna let this slide, but I think I'd be better off.
That was This Ride by Night Far Gone. We got some shout outs to the chat. We got Synth Mist, and she is a new fan of Night Far Gone. And my Camara's a big fan as well. I only have 0 seconds and 0 minutes over for this interview. We've passed the
I
time.
know, we need to do it again. We need to do it again.
Of course, come back on, play some more trivia. Is there any
Yes.
like pressing things you wanted to get out there before we play some trivia?
No, really, thank you for everybody who has been supporting us, honestly. That's a blessing to know you guys, like your show and people who is in the Synthwave community, because it's a community that it's kind of hitting, you know what I mean? It's but it's great to have these people who loves the music and loves the show. I think is awesome.
All right, you guys are going to stick around. We're going to play some trivia, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I have three more
sounds
tracks
good.
of yours I'm going to play. You can tell me a little bit about these 3 tracks. We got Uncool, Safe Now, and Waiting for You.
Okay, go with Uncool.
Yeah, I think Uncool was another kind of fun story. That was our first one apart, where we were trying to write lyrics and then I would record vocals and send that over to Carlos with the track that he'd already laid out. But that's just kind of a fun story of a guy going through situations where he's just trying to fit in, as simply as that, and he can't. So just accepting this place, but also realizing, it's not necessarily all that important to fit in after all. Safe Now is something Carlos did with another guy.
Yeah, so
you want to talk about that?
yeah, we just love collaborating with people too. I think it's a good way to get out there, and even Mayah Camara, we're waiting for her to write with
you're
us.
waiting.
So it'll be fun. Yes,
The pressure is on,
so we'll have
Mayah.
No, we talk a lot, and we're trying to work together, so it's kind of fun. But yeah, so and Safe Now is another guy who wanted to be part of this, and his song is very nice because I think it talks a lot about relationships that as we said, we want to reflect what we hold, and I think encouraging people to do relationships in the right way would be one of them. But yeah. So
that's
Yeah,
Safe
and
Now,
Waiting
and then
for
Waiting
You.
for You. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh no, Waiting for You. You're gonna tell me about that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
totally. So yeah, Waiting for You is another song about hope. Essentially, it's fun. That was like more of like our hair metal 80s band song that we also got a chance to just put a message about. Okay, like what are we ultimately looking forward to? And a lot of these songs sound like I'm talking to like just a woman or a lady in some way, and it's oftentimes those are about just like what we look for as far as looking forward to the Lord coming again. But,
All right, I'm gonna play the 3 tracks, and then we're gonna play some trivia. We're gonna start with Uncool. Here we go.
Saw you in a fast car, race around
All right, I guess it's time for some trivia, but first I got to introduce my guest, and I also have this very cool trivia intro. Soon I shall have hopefully something from Mayah as well, putting on her load of things to do. Let me see. Trivia intros. We got this one. Here we go.
This is the trivia song. Why don't you sing along? Getting every question wrong. This is the trivia song.
Yes, let me introduce my guests. They combine the elements of electronic music with the power of rock, resulting in a unique and captivating sound. Tonight, joining us are Carlos and Caleb of Night Far Gone. Welcome to the trivia. And next up, he's a musician and pop-time pop star. He loves to visit Italy and has a new single out called Down in the Garden, available on Spotify. Wave your hands in the air for Nick Rixon, a.k.a. Nicholas. Up next is a synthwave musician from Chicago, Illinois. His first EP was called Company Man, released in 2023. Give it up for Dave, a.k.a. Memory Design. And from London, growing up making music, performing live, she has won over audiences with big, soulful vocals at legendary venues such as Wembley Arena. Let's have a good time with Mayah Camara. All right, I'm going to explain the rules for the trivia. Each turn you can choose from the following categories: 80s, 90s, 0s, 10s, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, Seinfeld, Batman, difficult musical clips, chat GBT trivia questions, and music trivia questions. I have a new thing here. It's called the Music Buff. If you want to do that, that's pretty fun. It's got all kinds of music questions from different ages. I will read them again later in the trivia, and I'm going to post it now in the chat so you can have a little look there. Some have multiple choice and some do not. Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney are guaranteed multiple choice, and you get 1 point for each correctly answered question. There is a twisted trivia. The Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars trivia is worth 2 points each, with the catch that you don't get multiple choice, and you only get 10 seconds to answer that question. We're going to play one practice round where you receive no points, and then 3 official rounds will follow. And then I have the warm-up round intro. Where is it? Here it is.
Get ready, let's go. The warm-up round is here. Time to feel the thrill. Today's the warm-up round. Feel the bass so loud.
All right, Mayah, we're going to start with you.
Oh gosh, you've added new categories then.
Oh yeah.
Let's go 90s.
90s.
Yeah.
That I have the cards for. So let's go into the cards. First card of the 90s is... so this is for 0 points, so we all get used to this game, how it works and stuff like that. So, awesome. Question, in which state is the sitcom Frasier set? Was that A, in Washington, B, Virginia, or C, New Jersey?
Ooh. Oh, crikey. I think New Jersey, but I'm probably wrong. But I'm going, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does anybody know the answer? Anybody else know the answer? Washington is correct.
You know what? I was thinking that, but I thought it's probably not. Trust your gut, Mayah. Trust your gut.
The only one I'm going to get right tonight. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I have to win.
I'm
I
not
put pressure on
representing well.
myself.
Help Mayah win. You're all feel free to help each other out, but you might lose helping the other out. Let's see how warm-hearted we all are, or how competitive we are.
Yeah. Sacrifice ourselves.
Nicholas, you're up next. Which category would you like?
Okay. Let's do Chat GPT. Let's try
All
that.
right, Chat GPT.
Oh, wow. You're brave, Nick.
For 0 points, it's general knowledge. What is the capital of Australia?
Oh, Brisbane. No, Canberra.
Canberra is correct. Let's see, correct.
You saved yourself there, Nick.
I know. Close.
If only it were for points. Dave, aka Memory Design, which category would you like?
Let's do Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. Ooh, those are hard. Those are
One I
hard.
would never choose.
It is the one.
No, I know.
What character is Pez Dispenser that Jerry takes with him to the piano recital?
Oh, God.
What character is the Pez Dispenser that Jerry takes with him to the piano recital?
Is it Tweety? I don't remember.
The correct answer is Tweety Bird.
Wow. Wow.
You know it.
Yeah.
You know your Seinfeld, Dave.
I remember it. I don't know why. That was a hard one.
So Caleb and Carlos, I'm making a sandwich out of you two. You guys are going for the same points. You both can confer to each other what you think.
Help each other.
Yeah.
Yes. You're gonna lose.
You can help other people.
We needed two people.
Ready. Yeah.
All right, Caleb and Carlos, which category would you like? Let's see if you can decide over that decision.
I think maybe Marvel.
Marvel. All right.
Good.
Ooh.
Marvel. Oh, there went.
Oh. He's lost his light, people.
The light went out. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, we can't have that. We cannot have that.
Technical difficulties.
Maya, sing.
Oops.
You want me to sing? Oh gosh, no
Cover it
pressure.
On demand. Sing.
Dan's looking for a light. He wants to light up the show. We're playing trivia tonight. Which one of us will go down?
Hey, there we go. Thank you so much.
That was pretty good.
I don't know. I'm freestyling.
Awesome. So you had Marvel.
Trying to fix my camera
Here we go. What is the final quote in this sentence? And I'm going to give you 4 options. Yes. Where is Gamora? Yeah, I'll do you one better. Who is Gamora? A. I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora? B. I'll do you one better. When is Gamora? C. I'll do you one better. What is Gamora? Or D. I'll do you one better. How is Gamora?
I think it's A, right? Why is Gamora? Sweet.
That is correct. You guys know.
That threw me because I'm just thinking, and I'm thinking about that in the biblical context, not in the Marvel context.
He's the brain of the band. Yeah.
All right, it's time for a little quick chat with Mayah. Everybody, can you mute your mics and we're gonna have a little chat with Mayah. How you doing?
I'm good, hon. How are you?
I am fine. I'm feeling good. Tell me about what you have released since the last show you've been on, and what can we expect in the future from you? Because you got a lot of things on your plate, I believe.
Yeah. Well, oh gosh, what did I release when we last spoke? I think my album Here I Am came out. Since then, it's been a whole bunch of collaborations that have come out. I released a single, Chrome Angel, with Demi K. Last week, I released Radio Call, which was just me. This week, I released Some Kind of Bliss with Rogue FX and Aproxis. Next week, I have another collab with Diamond Ace and Radical Bicep. And then more stuff coming towards the end of the year. So it's a bit manic over here. And as Carlos told you, we're working on something. So there's a lot cooking up. And I also did something with Dave recently.
Ooh.
But I'll let him tell you about that.
All right. I'll ask Dave later. Dave, remind me if I forget. A question I will ask everyone eventually. If you were stranded on a desert island, you could take one thing. What would you take with you? We're just going to go with Mayah now, and later on in the show, I'll ask the rest.
If I could take one thing with me on a desert island.
Yeah, you'll have food and water and those things, but
probably matches, because I don't know how to make fire. and I hate the cold, so yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna say matches.
All right. You got some new stuff. You got a new track out. I think it's the latest track. Is it Radio Call? That's the one I
That
have
came
lined
out
up.
last week. That's my latest solo.
So
track.
yeah, I need it a week in advance. So that's what I had lined up. Could you tell me about
Normally
that
I don't
track?
release stuff every week. It's just been a bit cray over here lately. So yeah.
Can you tell me about the track Radio Call?
Yeah, so Radio Call's kind of like a early 80s soul jam situation. And many of us who are from the 80s and 90s will remember the days where you'd phone up your favorite radio station, dedicate a song to someone you got a little feeling for, hoping they might be listening to. Kind of like the old school way of shooting your shot or sliding into the DMs. And the song is kind of about that. Like if I was dedicating a song to someone on the radio.
So who do you dedicate this song to?
Well, it'd have to be my husband, but I already have him, so yeah.
All right, to Maya's husband, this is a Radio Call by Mayah, Camara.
I'm gonna call the radio to dedicate a song to you. See, I don't have the right words, so I think I'll say it with the tune. I really like your ways, something special about you that sets my heart ablaze. As the music plays, I hope you get my message as it rides over the way. I just wanna sway to the song,
Yeah, that was a radio call by Mayah Camara for her husband. And we're going to play trivia round 1, which I actually don't have a thing for, so I'm going to play trivia round 2.
It's time for trivia round 2.
All right, and we're going to start with Mayah Camara. Which category would you like?
80s.
80s. So that is this thing, because I don't have any 80s questions anymore. I had to generate them. Who sang the 1981 hit Jesse's Girl?
Oh, crap. That's right on the tip of my tongue.
Jesse's
can't
Girl.
think.
Jesse's Girl.
I can't think.
Sounds just like that.
Oh, no. I'm thinking Billy Idol, but I'm probably wrong. Oh, no. Nope, can't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody know the answer?
Oh.
I don't remember it either.
Oh. Rick Springfield.
I'm looking in the chat.
Rick Springfield, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, photo Synthwave, they put it in the chat. Oh, God. Thanks, girl. But I'm trying not to cheat, you see. So. The iPad is over here.
All right,
I see you looking down.
Nicholas, which category would you like?
Let's do random again. Is that ChatGPT?
The ChatGPT. We'll do it's movies and
Random.
TV. What movie holds the record for the highest box office revenue of all time as of 2023?
Ever.
Yeah, but it is as of last year, so I don't know if it's
Maybe
changed.
I remember Avatar did, but I don't know if that's been superseded by anything. Maybe.
That is correct.
Okay.
See, that was a trick
Still.
question
I
because
was
you
kinda
said as of
thinking Dune.
2023. That made it sound like it changed.
Well, I thought Dune did have like a big.
Yeah, it was Dune. The first one, the second one was pretty good. I don't know if the first one did as well.
No, the Lynch version's the best. I won't hear of it.
Dave, AK Memory Design. Which category would you like?
Let's try 90s.
90s. Let me clean it up. There it goes. Here we go. 90s for Dave. For 1 point. What is the Pokemon? What is Pokemon an abbreviation of? You get 3 options. Is it A, Pokemonsters, B, Pocket Monsters, or C, Pocket Moons?
It is B, Pocket Monsters.
B, Pocket Monsters is correct.
Interesting. I never knew that. Wow.
But it kind of makes sense when he broke down the question.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get into some weird translation or something, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
God.
Caleb and Carlos of Night Far Gone. Which category would you like? Last time you had Avengers. What will it be this time?
Star Wars?
Let's go 90s. I think 90s
Well,
sounds...
Are you both going for 90s? Because I hear 2 different
They have
things.
a conflict.
I'll go with 90s.
All right, 90s coming up for 1
Sandwich is
point.
Going 90s.
Name the actor who played the bartender and owner of the bar Cheers. Was that A, George Wendt, B, John Ratzenberger, or C, Ted Danson? How's that
I'll
song go
go
of Cheers?
for... What do you think, Caleb?
Man, I've seen my parents watch Cheers before.
Nick, stop it.
I know the actors though.
Okay, you give it a shot then.
Let's go A.
A
I was thinking the
is
same, yeah.
incorrect. Does anyone know the correct answer?
See.
Ted Danson.
C, Ted Danson is correct.
Oh.
We're going to play another round because it's officially round 2. Mayah, go.
Okay. 90s again. Why not?
90s for Mayah. Which of the following gaming consoles was not released in the 90s? Was that A, the Nintendo 64, B, the Sega Genesis, or C, the Sega Saturn? And somebody's sending me messages through WhatsApp. Got to throw that closed.
What were the options again? Sega
A,
Genesis.
Nintendo 64, B, Sega Genesis, or C, the Sega Saturn?
I think that's
Yo.
N64.
The N64 is incorrect.
Oh.
It was the correct answer. Does anybody know it?
Sega
They
Genesis.
were all in the 90s.
Sega Genesis
That's what
is
I'm
correct.
thinking. I'm sure they were all in the 90s.
Or was it 89 or something
Yeah,
like
it was
that?
like 88 or 89.
But it didn't get massive till Sonic in 91.
Trick
or something
question.
like that.
Nicholas, it's your
Oh,
turn.
okay. A random again.
A random again. Random again. Music. Who is known as the king of pop?
Elvis.
No.
That was really hard. I think that was so good of me to get that right.
I don't think you heard. Did you hear the end of the question?
It's Michael Jackson.
It's Michael Jackson.
Nick, he said
and I
king
got it
of
wrong.
pop, not the king.
Yeah.
No, people say Elvis is the king, don't they?
No, Elvis is the king of rock and roll.
Yeah, he's the king of rock and roll,
pop
yeah.
is
Well, then it should have been
MJ.
more specific. So
I
I
mean,
think
you
I
didn't
should get
listen to
half
the-
a point.
I think you
Half
answered
didn't
it for the
listen to
question.
You can
You
blame
didn't listen
Chat
to the
GPT.
question.
Dave, you're up next. Which category would you like?
Oh God. Let's do 80s, I guess.
80s questions. Here we go. What was Michael Jackson's famous dance move first showcased in the song Billie Jean?
Oh, the moonwalk.
That is
Yes.
correct.
That's so easy. Damn, you guys are getting the easy ones.
Point for Dave, Carlos, and Caleb. Which category
Okay,
would you
Caleb,
like?
go, Caleb.
Fight it out.
All right, let's do Star Wars.
Star Wars. That's the one that fell, I think. Yep. Let me find Star Wars down here. I found it.
Cool.
All right, gonna shake it open.
Oh, cracking.
Doesn't want to come open. All right, here we go. First one of Star Wars. Okay, so these, actually, I should have asked this before. If you do Disney, Star Wars, or Avengers, you can do a 2-pointer. Only problem is you only get 10 seconds to answer it. So do you want this to be a 1-pointer or a 2-pointer?
Well, so 10 seconds is the only rule. Like it's not a more difficult question, right?
Nope.
Like for the 10.
But it is
okay,
more
let's do
difficult
the
because you
2-pointer.
do not get the multiple choice.
Oh.
So it is more difficult.
We might need that. Okay, let's just do the 1-pointer.
The 1-pointer?
Yeah.
All right, here
We
we
need
go.
to play safe.
For 1 point, Star Wars, who
Good choice.
is revealed as the spy inside the First Order in The Rise of Skywalker? Was that A, Admiral Motti, B, Admiral Thrawn, C, General Pride, or D, General Hux?
The only one I think I know in there is Thrawn. So I want to say B.
B, Thrawn is incorrect. The correct answer is General Hux.
Rise of Skywalker. Is that the newest one?
Maya and I
I
making
think
the
it
same
is.
face during that question. We're both like,
All right. I'm
Dave, I'm probably the only person that's never watched the entire Star Wars, so I would never choose it because I'm just like,
It's
nah.
never too late.
All right, if everybody can mute their mics except Nick, we're going to have a little chat. Nick, you're up. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am very well, and I'm wondering how that new podcast, Pandora's Box, is coming along. Have you been able to record anybody yet?
Well. Yeah, I've just finished 3 hours with Mayah.
Wow. I will listen to that full 3 hours.
And there's probably about 8,000 hours I could do with Mayah. There's so much. Like, I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of this woman. So,
And is it set for a
there's
release?
lot more to come. I
Is there a set for a release date, or you want to?
Yeah, so I'm thinking from January, new year, new slate, and there's other people such as yourself, and Dave, and maybe hopefully the other guys, Caleb and Carlos as well, Vector 86, Dream Pocket. There's a few people that are lined up that I'm really excited to talk to, and then after that, hopefully more people might want to talk about their music and lyrics and things they like, things they don't like, whatever, really.
Can you give us a little sneak peek of what you talked about with Mayah?
Well, we ran through her career roughly in chronological order and went down many little side tracks, talked about the lyrics, the inspiration behind the songs, funny little anecdotes from growing up. Obviously, growing up in the same place, there's there's so many little things that you share, little idiosyncrasies that you've both experienced together, talking about faith and just a real conversation, really. Obviously 3 hours. I'm trying to pick a little bit, a little nugget, but yeah, no, it's just we laughed a lot.
I'm sure the career of Mayah and everything she's released would take at least like the beginning part is like 3 hours. All right. What are you working on, and what are you planning for the future? Because you got an album coming up, right?
Yeah, so that's on the 18th of November. It's called Never Say Never Again, and that's kind of collection of all the singles of the past year with a few new songs on as well. And aside from the podcast, at the beginning of next year, I'll be doing some collabs, Vector 86, Blue Book Project, and obviously starting new slate as well as the podcast, new music. So hopefully have something out around that time as well. So, and oh, yes, working on a Christmas track for your Christmas special as well, which is a cover of We Three Kings. I don't know if everyone knows that, but it's a Christmas hymn. So that's been quite fun, putting a synthy spin on that.
So just for everybody listening, if you want to send in submit a track, you can do that through HeartBeatHeroSubmit@gmail.com. I'm looking for Christmas tracks. Everybody that submits will be played. And also, the deadline is end of November. That's the deadline. If you send it in later, it will not be played, unfortunately. The question I'm asking everybody, if you were stranded on a desert island and you could take one thing, what would you take with you?
I was thinking about this. Probably one of those suicide pods, just in case. Just in case.
What
it all got
is
a
a
bit much.
suicide pod? I don't even know what that is.
Jump in, press the button if it all got a bit much. If I got sick of chasing after boars.
It's like a nuclear. It's like a nuclear device that just vaporizes.
I don't know. It's been in the news. Something you just get in and go to sleep. It sounds quite good,
I have not
As a
heard about
backup.
this. Tell us about your latest track. Tell us about your latest track, Down in the Garden, and I'll give it a play.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this one is about kind of there's always someone in your life or something in your life that's kind of the thing that keeps you going, and sometimes you can lose sight of it or it drifts away a little bit, and it's hidden in that place inside yourself that you can retreat to, even though many years have passed. It might be someone you love, it might be your faith. And it's about kind of wandering down the garden in that inner piece of your mind, maybe even your subconscious, and finding it there and talking to it and it listening to you when not many other people might be. So it's about hope, I guess.
All right, this is Down in the Garden by Nicholas.
Thank you.
It's always waiting.
That was Down in the Garden by Nicholas, and it made my webcam go all fuzzy and dreamy. And we're going to play round 3 of trivia right now.
It's time for trivia round 3.
Tell Daniel what question you would like to see.
Alrighty, and we're gonna start with Mayah. Round 3.
I can't with the AI songs.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for your tracks.
I'm gonna make you some jingles. It has to happen. Because seriously, I'm gonna do this next way. Let's go with ChatGPT. Let's just see what it throws at us.
We got history. Who was the first president of the United States?
Oh gosh, trust them to ask an English person that.
I believe he is on one of the bills.
Is that Benjamin?
That
Benjamin
is
Franklin?
Benjamin Franklin is incorrect.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
What is the correct answer, guys?
George
Washington.
George Porgy.
Yeah, we don't learn American history over here. Guys.
I understand.
I don't think many Americans know that either.
After you guys left us and became independent, we were like, we'll forget them.
All right, Nicholas, you're up next. Which category would you like?
Oh gosh, GPT again. I like the randomness.
GPT, science and nature. What gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere?
Carbon
Easy
monoxide.
one.
Carbon dioxide is correct.
I said monoxide, but okay.
I'll take it.
You said dioxide.
Oh, we got
The
15
game's
more.
against me today. The game's against me.
We might make a turnaround. You never know. Dave, AK Memory Design. Which category would you like?
Let's do. How many rounds are there?
I don't know. I'm gonna be a little bit coy with.
There's no established. Okay, I want to do a Chat GPT one as well.
Chat GPT. All right. Geography. What is the smallest country in the world?
Oh, I know this. Wow.
That's hard.
Country in the world? Oh my god, I have no idea.
Vatican City.
Vatican City is correct.
Oh gosh, yeah, of course. Vatican, yeah. Wow.
I did know that.
All right, Caleb and Carlos.
Okay.
What do you think about Batman?
Ooh,
Let's go to Batman.
those
Yeah,
are hard.
Batman sounds good.
Batman, these are hard. These are hard. All right. What was the code name of the hero who became the first Bat family member introduced during the New 52 in Batman 28, 2014? Yeah, I don't even know this
Robin?
stuff. Robin is incorrect. It was a bluebird.
Yeah, that's the sidekick, right, Robin?
Yeah, I thought. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought
It was Bluebird. I don't even know who Bluebird is. We're gonna have a chat with David. If everybody can mute their mics. David, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I am still the same. Your first EP was Company Man. 5 tracks released in 2023. Your first album came out later that year called Second Chances. After that, you released, I think, 5 singles. Tell me about your journey releasing all those tracks.
Oh wow, that is a broad question. So
give a broad answer.
Yeah, right. Well, to save everybody some time, the real quick version of it was kind of on a fluke. I did a remix contest where I decided to do this remix in the style of synthwave because I'd been kind of a synthwave fan and lurker since like 2015. And I was like, oh, this would be fun. Let me do this. And then, I didn't win, but it did really well with everybody, in the contest. People were all posting their songs and everything like that. And then it just happened to be that another remix contest right after that I was doing, I had this lead going in my in it, and a friend of mine was kind of humming it, and he was humming it incorrectly, and it became this kind of thing where I for some reason it reminded me of like a JCPenney commercial, like like for going back to school. And then I had this idea, I'm like, I've always kind of wanted to do synthwave stuff, and I thought, wouldn't it be awesome to make like an EP using all samples from 80s commercials? but to take them and rework them into into songs. So like if you heard the commercial, it would sound nothing like the song, but it would integrate, the samples from that. Like, a lot of commercials in the 80s had multiple people singing and making statements, and it was really cheesy and everything like that. So I started finding commercials that I remembered. One of them was a JCPenney back to school thing, and that was the first song I ever made. And that's what Company Man was. And so I released that because I thought it'd be something interesting, something kind of new for the community. And I ended up meeting a lot of cool people, Mayah included, yourself included, actually. We started following each other on Instagram right after that. And and then for Second Chances, I just wanted to do a more of like a proper album, because I didn't want to just do this forever, that kind of thing. I wanted this to maybe be a one-off thing, or like maybe I'll do a Company Man 2 in the future, that kind of thing. And then after I finished that album, because as many people know, when you do a whole album and mix it and master and promote it and everything, at least for me, I wasn't ready to let me just jump back into creating a whole new long thing. And so I did some singles with some people that wanted to collab. I did a couple of remixes of other synthwave artists, and then most recently worked with Bending Grid, who did a remix of one of the songs from Company Man that's going to be released on a future thing that hopefully is going to be announced in the middle of this month.
If Bending Grid has a lot of stuff lined up. He had a really cool promo with all the stuff he's doing. But before that, before you got into synthwave, so you were a lurker, you were interested in synthwave, but were you producing before already?
Sort of. I'm a drummer. I've been a drummer since 7 years old, and I've played in bands and did all this kind of stuff. And then, like a lot of people, when my last band broke up in the early 2000s, I was like, okay, I'm going to do like a solo record, let's say, because I also play guitar and I could play my own drums. And I thought at the time I could sing, which isn't really a thing. And so I started writing this, and I got into that thing that I'm sure a lot of musicians get into, where it's been months and now years, and I've got a couple songs down in demo form, and one day I'm going to really do this and do a thing. So what I found myself doing is slowly adding in more and more electronics, and then, like synthesizers, and adding in more of that sound. And then I started just kind of only using that. And it wasn't like synthwave sound. It was more of like an indie rock sound. But I was using the last couple songs I produced for that project were all just with keyboard. And then, so then I started thinking to myself, like, well, this is something I can do, and getting the tools. Like, I didn't have anything before. So having the kind of synthesizer I had before was not of the quality where you could put drums in and this kind of stuff, and it would be listenable to anybody. But yeah, so so that's what I was doing before. But it was kind of like a natural thing when that contest came up for me to just kind of sit down with the stuff I had and use what I had to try to make something, in the style of the genre.
Are you writing on Ableton, or is it Apple Studio?
Pro Tools.
Pro Tools. Is that Apple?
No.
Pro Tools. That's an expensive one, right?
Yeah, I got I learned on what was it? Digital Performer. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. For this, my friend had a studio that I was kind of part of, and it was a totally new DAW to me. And Pro Tools is very similar to that. So after that, when we wanted to buy something, a buddy of mine we both got Pro Tools because it was similar to the thing that I had kind of been used to using. But before that, I was using more like looping stuff like Acid and stuff that was easier for me to figure out. So yeah, it was quite a learning curve to get. But now it's 20 years later, so yeah, I know it pretty well.
You eventually get into it.
Yeah, for sure.
How'd you pick up the name Memory Design?
Oh, it's kind of funny. When I first wanted to do this project, I came up with this whole laundry list of embarrassing names. Like whenever you come up with a new band name, right? You got this whole embarrassing list of like cringy names and kind of cool names, and you show a bunch of people, and some people are really honest with you, which is good, but not at the time. And
soul crushing.
So, right. You're like, I love this name, and they're like, that is the cringiest name I have ever heard in my life. No, so the name came to me because synthwave has always been interesting to me in the fact that for somebody like me that was born in the early 80s and lived through the 80s, and an older brother who was 5 years older than me, so like I got to experience a lot of stuff through him that maybe I would have missed if I was an only child. There's a lot of people in this community that are younger than me, and even some in their 20s and this kind of stuff, and they have the same kind of feel of nostalgia that I do. So I hear a synthwave song, and and it like, oh, it brings me back, or it has that same vibe and energy that I loved back in the 80s. And then I'll meet somebody who was born in like 2000 who loves this, and they have some sort of similar feeling to me. So it's almost like this music was kind of like designing memories that they never had. They somehow it produces this feeling of, fuzziness or whatever, however you want to describe it. And then so I was thinking like that, and I'm like, oh, memory design sounds kind of cool. And so I like the name of the sound, and I showed it to some people, and they also liked it, so I went with it.
And were you able to register it on all socials, or did you have to like add something on the end of it?
No, luckily, well, I was able to register it. Every single social had some non-related memory design name already. Like a lot of them were like accounts with like nothing on it, and weird stuff like that. And so a lot of my stuff is like memory design music, and that kind of makes sense too. So luckily I was able to get that.
All right, a question I asked everybody: if you were stranded on a desert island and you could take one thing, what would you take with you? Hopefully, it's not a suicide.
I would not take a suicide pod with me, although I would help Nick carry his if he was really into it as a supportive friend. It's giving me the thumbs up in the other chat window. God, that's a good question. I don't know. Some sort of apparatus to I guess just for salt water to become fresh water. I guess I don't know if it's like some sort of like
you're also practical
large piece of glass or something, right? Well, you got to survive. You can do a bunch of stuff and make whatever you want. But if you're dying of thirst in the second day, you got nowhere to go from that.
That's true. About the track "More Alive Than Ever Before," and then I'm going to give it a play.
Sure. Are you talking about the one?
It's the remix with Bending Grid, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So that track was originally on the first EP I did, the one I was talking about using the commercials. And it's from this amazing late 80s Commodore 64 commercial. And it's like one of these classic 80s commercials where people are just like literally kicking a door in and children are running in, and this kid is playing a Commodore 64 computer. And everyone's like screaming because it's so amazing. And there's all these like dragons flying out of it. And people just like their minds are exploding because it's such a great computer that you have to buy today, and so it's got this really cool riff in it with, as you'll hear in the song. And I just knew I had to sample that. That was one that I knew before I started searching for stuff. I knew that from back in the day. And I was like, that absolutely has to be involved. And so I made the original, and what Bending Grid did with it, which I loved, was gave it like a larger energy. It's got more of he did a phenomenal bass line. I mean, he makes phenomenal stuff in it anyways, but it still retains the same feeling of the first. They're very different songs, but I love them both equally.
All right, this is More Alive Than Ever Before by Memory Design and Bending Grid. That was Memory Design and Bending Grid with More Alive Than Ever Before. I lost everybody in the chat, so I'm connecting them all real quick. And as soon as we have everybody, then we will play some more trivia. Let's see how long it takes. I guess I'll play another track while we wait. This is After Dark by Rue Time. right, and we're back, and that was After Dark by Rue Time, and I want to do some shout-outs to Lunacris, Pashong, Steven Zero Music 86, and Droid Rage 62. It's time for Trivia Round 4.
Round 4, here we go, let the knowledge flow. It's a trivia show, let the answers glow.
Righty. We're going to go to Mayah Camara, round 4. Which category would you like?
I'm going to fail again, aren't I? Let's go 90s. Why not?
90s. All right. Which Happy Days actor co-produced MacGyver? Oh, I didn't know this. A. Al Molinaro, B. Ron Howard, or C. Henry Winkler?
I'm going to say Henry Winkler.
Henry Winkler is correct.
Hey!
The Fonz. Hey!
My first point on the board. Get it.
First point on the board. There you go. Nicholas, you're up next. Which category would you like?
80s, please.
80s. Question. Which artist sang Like a Virgin in 1984?
Madonna.
Madonna is correct. All right. And then we go to Dave, a.k.a. Memory Design.
Let's do Seinfeld for a point.
Seinfeld.
We'll see if I can keep it going.
Jerry tells Elaine that Todd, Leslie's husband, is related to this political family.
Oh, God. The Kennedys?
That is correct.
Wow.
Wow. That's impressive, brother. Gosh.
Caleb and Carlos, which category would you like?
Let's go 90s again.
I'm not remembering all the categories. Okay.
In which famous town was Beavis and Butthead based? Was that A, in Midford, Texas, B, Highland, Texas, or C, Lutton, Texas?
What's it, Highland, Texas?
I mean, I was thinking
I would say
Highland.
Highland.
Highland, Texas is correct.
Well done. I wouldn't have got
Wow.
that. Mm-mm.
The first point you guys get is Beavis and Butthead.
That's similar
Sweet,
to us.
sweet. One last question for Night Far Gone. I've asked everybody this question. Everybody can leave their mics muted on or on. Leave them on. Question I asked everybody: if you were stranded on a desert island, what if you could take one thing? What would you take with you?
I got this. Faith and I. So my wife, we're watching a show called Alone right now, and the thing that like one of the essentials that they need for the island, or else they like can't stay at all, is like their little like piece of metal flint. Though if that gets lost, they can't make a fire or anything, and they need fire for water and cooking. So metal flint.
That's why I said matches.
Yeah, it's kind of the same
You
thing.
take that, and I'll take my surfboard.
Surfboard.
Yeah, there we go.
He's out.
Carlos would be the
Give
first
up.
one that would be
Just
voted out.
enjoy it.
Yeah, a good answer would be an inflatable raft, right? With a motor.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's true.
Carlos is surfing his way out. He's doing it in style.
yes.
We're gonna
And if we get strained together, we will survive.
We're gonna play the final round of trivia. Here we go.
Final round, we're almost there. Triple points, we're in the air. Rain and smile, we'll wear the crown. Ready, set, it's going down.
All right, my final round. Which category would you like? You got to do like some 2-pointers. You got like Disney or Star Wars or Marvel.
Well, I don't know nothing about Marvel or Star Wars, so that's going to have to be Disney. But Disney's hard. Disney's full of all them trick questions. But I've lost anyway, so yeah, let's go Disney.
Disney. All right.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. All right. Ooh, these are hard.
Oh gosh.
What is the name of the country
Hang on, I need
club?
wine for this.
What is the name of the country club featured in High School Musical 2? 10, 9,
I don't know. I haven't watched High School Musical.
5, 4, 3,
I don't know, honey.
2, 1.
I don't know.
Did anybody know?
I'm too old for High School Musical. I don't know.
The answer is Lava Springs.
Yeah.
All right, Nicholas.
Would never have guessed that.
Which category would you like?
Let's do random again as I started. Chat GPT.
Random Chat GPT. We're going to go to literature. Who wrote Pride and Prejudice?
Jane Austen.
Jane Austen is correct.
Oh man, that's my favorite book.
All right, there's a point for Nicholas. And then we go to Dave, aka Memory Design. Which category would you like for the final round?
Do the 2000s.
2000.
Ooh.
I don't think
Good
has anyone picked
choice.
that yet. I don't know if anyone's picked that.
I was going to, but
You're the
Dan strong
first.
armed me into Disney.
In which century is the animated sci-fi sitcom Futurama set? Was that A, the 31st century, B, the 35th century, or C, the 26th century?
B.
B is
Never Futurama guy.
the 31st century.
Oh, too bad.
Caleb and Carlos. You guys want to try
go,
a Star
Caleb.
Wars for 2 points?
I don't think Star Wars. I think like maybe Marvel.
Oh,
For
yeah,
2 points.
Marvel.
I knew you
Was
was
that
going to
one
say
of them?
that. I knew he was going to say Marvel. I could
Marvel
like, I mean,
for
things-
2
things seem
points.
interesting.
All right. So you only get the question and then 10 seconds. Here we go.
Okay.
What is the name of Hela's giant wolf? 10,
This
9,
giant wolf. Wolfie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't know that the wolf had a name.
Fenris.
Fenris, okay.
Fenris.
I love
Definitely
that
not
you said
Wolfie.
Wolfie. That's the sort of thing I would say.
That is a good one.
In it.
I feel like
With 1
Nicholas
point.
has
Come on.
stolen my crown. I reckon you've won this game, sweetheart.
We have a winner, and I shall tell it.
Oh, you're
It's
amazing.
That's
You're
definitely
one
Dave.
of a kind.
The winner is Nicholas.
Every sense defined.
Nicholas.
With your grace and charm, you steal the show. Right here on Heartbeat
Hero Radio. You're a winner.
You're definitely not a beginner.
Not
A winner.
No.
And you get a chicken dinner.
All right, you get to give a speech. Nicholas, go.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody that made this possible. Mayah, Carlos, Dave, and Caleb, and of course Daniel, and all the orphans in the world. Yeah.
Nice, there we go. That's good.
He didn't give any love to ChatGPT, even though ChatGPT
Yeah,
helped him out.
right.
No love.
And thanks to Jane Austen as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Good old Jane.
All right.
Love Jane.
I'm going to say goodbye to everybody, and also I'm going to add people to the chat if they want to join us afterwards. We're going to start with Carlos and Caleb. Would you like me to read your fortune cookie message?
Yes.
Random.
Yes. All right. We're going to go first to Carlos. This is for you. Your dream will come true when you least expect it. And this is for Caleb. The worst of friends may become your best enemies, but you will always find yourself hanging on. All right. What are you grateful for, both, and what would you like to promote?
Oh, we
Okay.
are very grateful to be with you guys. This is awesome. We love it. And
Yeah, this has been really cool, and just
been
thank you so much
fun.
for giving us a chance to meet you guys and explain like some of our story too. We really appreciate it.
And
thank you so much, guys.
And promotion-wise?
Well, yes, we are coming with more music soon. We're working with Mayah Camara. Caleb and I were working on an EP too. And yes, so just pretty soon we'll be ready with more coming.
Okay, keep an eye out for Night Far Gone. Carlos and Caleb, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
All right, Nicholas, would you like me to read your fortune cookie message?
Yes, please.
Here we go. There is someone rather annoying in your life that you need to listen to.
Oh, I don't want to listen to them, but yeah.
Nicholas, what are you grateful for, and what would you like to promote?
Grateful as ever for health and happiness of people that I care about, and friends, and meeting new friends like today. And I'd like to promote my new album, Never Say Never Again, out on the 18th of November.
Never say never. Nicholas, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
David, would you like me to read your cookie message?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Customer service is like taking a bath. You need to keep doing it.
All right. Now I will. Thank
David,
you.
what are you grateful for, and what would you like to promote?
Well, grateful for my family. They're all very supportive, my wife and daughter, and my family and everything. Really grateful for actually the people in this community, because coming in as like a newer person, the amount of support and love and connections that I've got, through social media and meeting tons of people and working with people, I'm really grateful for that every day. And you're included on that, Daniel, and everyone in this chat as well. And so I think about that all the time, especially talking with friends who are in different genres and do different stuff. It is totally different.
Yes.
Yeah,
it is. And promotion-wise?
Well, Mayah and I were just talking about that. We forgot to bring this up during the thing. So I'm releasing a cover of Please, 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 Let Me Get What I Want. The Dream Academy version, covering that with Mayah and Michelangelo. And that should be coming out sometime probably in mid-November, maybe. We're still figuring that out. So very excited to release that. It's probably one of the only covers I'll ever do, but there's a reason I wanted to do it. But yeah, and some other stuff then in the future that I'll announce when I know more.
Very cool. Dave, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Mayah, would you like me to read your fortune cookie message?
Yes, please.
You will receive some high prize or award.
I'll take it. Cool.
Good one.
Right, what
I
do
was
you-
told to take a bath.
Listen, yeah, there's nothing wrong with staying fresh. That's what
right.
I'm saying.
Mayah, what are you grateful for and what would you like to promote?
Grateful for all of you guys. Seriously, I get such buzz talking to other musicians like I do when I talk to you guys, bouncing off of you, collaborating with you, forging friendships with you. Like Dave, this community is a whole different one. I've been in and out of other communities over the years, whether it's the worship community, the R&B community. This is probably the most supportive, where people don't seem to really compete too much. They tend to just push each other and promote each other, and I love that. I think you guys are all awesome. As far as promotion, I got a lot. Last week I dropped a soul vibes called Radio Cool. There's a single that dropped this Friday with Rogue FX and Apraxis, bit of a 90s indie dance vibe. Next week there's a really sort of classic 80s synth ballad coming with me, Diamond Ace, and Radical Bicep. And of course, I've got some stuff coming for Christmas, so keep your eyes and ears open on all the platforms, all that jazz. And follow all these guys. They're awesome.
Thanks so much, Mayah, for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you all for coming on the show. I'm going to share the link to the chat so people can join us backstage if they are willing. There we go. So I'm going to play the pre-recorded show and have a little break, and then people can join us backstage. Thank you all again for a great show. And we're going to go to the pre-show. See you soon. Welcome to the pre-recorded show. This is a very cool video edit by Robin Lights. This is Pashong and Ran with the track called Myers. That was Myers by Pashong and Ran. Up next is a very cool video edit by Marito Gaia. This is Rising to the Stars by HeartBeatHero. That was Rising to the Stars by HeartBeatHero. Up next is Outrun by Neon Raptor. That was Outrun by Neon Raptor. Up next is Moonsmoke by Dream Pocket.
Hi, this is Sam from Dream Pocket, and you are listening to Heartbeat Hero Radio.
Moonsmoke by Dream Pocket. And now, back to the show. And we're back, and I'm going to play the last track of the night from my album Halloween 2024. You can get it right at heartbeathero.bandcamp.com. I'm going to put that link in the description. There you go. You can go get it. This is The Shadow Clone by Heartbeat Hero. You're listening to the show live now. Make sure and check out soundcloud.com/heartbeathero to listen to the audio show, including even more music. That's it for the show today. If you enjoyed the show, please tell all your friends and family about it. I am so thankful for my listeners and guests on the show. You can support me by checking out Heartbeat Hero on Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp, and SoundCloud. And like Robin Lights, Keith Atherton, and many more, you can support Heartbeat Hero Radio by going to patreon.com/heartbeathero. The next show is December the 14th. It's the Christmas show. Hope you can make it. Many guests on that show. On a Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. Paris time. Hope you can all make it. Hope to see you right now on the Google Meets. You can join us by clicking on that link in the Twitch chat. Have a great day, everybody. Sponsoring the show for this month is Tio, aka Hills and Valleys. From Cologne, Germany, Tio focuses on storytelling without lyrics and has been producing since 2020. He's an 80s kid with a passion for analog synths, and currently he is working on a big project. I will be releasing his latest release here on Heartbeat Hero Radio later in the show, which is called Fire, and you can hear part of the track in the background right now. It's available now on Bandcamp at hillsandvalleys.bandcamp.com. Make sure to check that out, and more of his music there as well. If you would like to reach out to Teo on social media, go to instagram.com/hillsandvalleys.rocks or find him on Linktree at linktree/hillsandvalleys.